Good morning. Thank you all for coming. Today we are here in the Laura Senior Playground for what is Liberation Day for Macland Presbyterian. Now this is not something that just happened today. It's been a long process. Like the parable of the talents, we as a church had buried our talents in the ground. And by selling our property and moving down the street, we are liberating that money to go out into the world. Our goal, like in the parable of the talents, is to set this money free so that we can do good. And that's been our purpose all along. So I'm here to tell you that the session has decided to make church great again. We're going to make church a verb. And so here I am with our new proposal and the plan approved by session. I'll just read it to you. So, our session has decided to give away $100,000 as an investment in mission. Here's where that money is going to go, and here's what we think it's going to do. As Presbyterians, we're connected to Cherokee Presbytery. So $10,000 will be going to Cherokee Presbytery. Our encouragement is for the Presbytery to follow a model like ours and to be able to show how this money is an investment in mission. $10,000 to the Presbytery, $2,000 to the General Assembly. Other partnerships, Montreat Scholarship. This summer, $7,000 is going to go for us to go to Montreat, but our hope is that scholarships will go in the future to other kids. We're also going to do a Presbyterian Village Scholarship of $2,000 that goes to their fund to help residents who may need financial support. So those are our Presbyterian contributions. $10,000 for Presbytery, $2,000 for General Assembly, $7,000 will go toward Montreat, and $2,000 in a Presbyterian Village Scholarship, which is $21,000. The next part, we are continuing to support missions that we have partnered with all along, but now financially we're able to make more of an investment. So the men's and women's extension. If you don't know about these ministries, they help people who are both homeless and have addictions. We don't think there's any way that we can make that better. They're already producing a tenfold return investment. So $15,000 will go toward the men's and women's extension. Now in our partnership with Must Ministries, we have been working to provide food along with McEachern United Methodist Church in this community. So this $10,000 will combine with money from McEachern and will combine at Must's ability to buy food at 20 cents on the dollar. So we believe this $10,000 will go to food in this community, but really has a value of about $50,000 worth of food that's going to be given out. Macland Preschool. Our ongoing partnership with Macland Preschool continues at $6,000 a year. We're looking at building partnerships with local elementary schools, so we have $10,000 for that partnership with Compton Elementary and with TAP. Musical Charities is a partnership that is working with us. It's helping get musicians paid. So a lot of charities want to raise money and they want a musician, but they don't want to pay them. So we're going to pay musicians to help raise money for others, and we see this $5,000 as being able to have at least a fivefold return in doing good. Our partnership with New Life Church. The minister is Bishop Calvin Ward. Calvin has been a partner of ours. We're going to partner in this sort of new church development with Calvin that is held here at Higher Ground, but we think that partnership is great and will go on to continue. So that's $12,000 a year. Essentially, that's about enough money to pay a musician each week, should Calvin and that church decide to do so. All right, so those are all our sort of community ministries, which I believe total $58,000. So the next $14,000 is going to be divided among initiatives that we got from members in the church. Now these initiatives may go on and grow to be something we support every year in a bigger way, but there will be at least $1,000 for all of these missions. Broken Chains International, $1,000 each. Broken Chains International, Calvary Children's Home, CHOA, COA, CCYA, and CURE, focusing on children's needs. My Neighbor's Children, our partner in mission. Road Trip Home, helping animals find a better place. Shepherd's Rest. Now this is the shelter ministry that we partner with out in Dallas, and if you remember, one of the first things we did as a congregation was buy them a van. So they're one of our ministries here. Sweetwater Mission, so powerful. These are all going to wind up for $14,000, $1,000 each or more, depending on how the year goes. And then we have $7,000 set aside for possible foreign mission, like continuing our work in Haiti or some new possibility that we're still researching. So that's $100,000. And the thing I want to tell you about that $100,000 is two things. One is we believe this will be coming out of revenue. So this isn't just taking our savings and doing this. We see this as being a yearly, revenue is going to be greater than expenses. And we think we can do this out of revenue every year. So that's $100,000. I also want to remind members, if you have a ministry that is not on this list, we can get it on this list, but the matching fund is still in effect. For members at Macland, if there's something you're really passionate about, we encourage you to support those things. See, part of this is we believe that the model that was before was a funnel, and so all ministry and mission had to go to pay for property. We don't own property, but we do have a calling. And this ministry, this Make Church Great Again, is to help church become a verb. And to do that, we're starting with $100,000. And we have a matching fund. If there's something you're interested in and you feel a calling to do that, we support individuals praying and getting called, and we'll help. And that's how we liberate not just money, but mission. Make church great again. Thank you for your time. Oh, I did have a guy who was going to come say I was the best preacher since Billy Graham, but he had an integrity issue, so you got stuff to do. Forget government, stop thinking about politics, stop thinking and feeling so much about all this stuff. You got something to do. Not what would Jesus do, but what would Jesus have you do? We think it looks like this. Make church great again. And if you want to partner,